Yes, you are welcome to my healthy food place where we share ideas and recipes on how you can stay healthy naturally. Grace Enemali is my name. And today I want to talk on how to reduce or remove bad cholesterol naturally. You need to get ready to join me in the next 3 minutes. I'll be live again to talk on this important subject that is affecting a lot of people today. Meanwhile, let's share the message. So you are welcome to my healthy food place again. So we want to talk on an important subject which is affecting a lot of people today, and that is the subject on cholesterol. Cholesterol has become a word that is very frequently used by a lot of people. But before we talk on how to remove it and why we need to remove it, we need to know the two types of cholesterol. Too much of the bad cholesterol is very bad to our health. We already know. And I shall also highlight a few of the very dangers. Very close dangers that affects us when we have bad cholesterol more than the good cholesterol. We have the good cholesterol, which is often referred to as the high density, that is scientifically, as a high density lipoprotein. And then the bad cholesterol, which is doing havoc, doing bad, as the name implies, bad cholesterol, is doing exactly the opposite of what the good cholesterol is doing. And so we want to actually look at this subject. And why did I choose it? I chose this subject on bad cholesterol because I recently had to battle with something to me that I felt was bad cholesterol. Yes, and I will share with us the symptoms that I received, I got, that made me, but successfully also was able to reverse it, because all these things are reversible if you are conscious of it and if you follow and use the right foods and the lifestyles that will reverse it. It's going to reverse. Now, a lot of people are actually affected by it because of the lifestyles we're living and the food choices today. The bad cholesterol is very, very bad, very extremely bad for us. When they are in large amount, they can affect a lot of other things concerning us. Can affect your blood pressure, your heart, the condition of your heart. They can block your arteries, stopping blood from flowing to the extremities, from flowing to the organs where they should be because of this, because they are along the lines of the arteries. And these arteries run through the entire body like electrical wire when you wire a house. And so you can find this cholesterol anywhere, all over, wherever there are arteries in the brain, anywhere. That is where you can find this bad cholesterol we are talking about. And that is why we need to be careful. We need to be mindful of the bad cholesterol. Now, some people may be thinking maybe because they are young that they are not affected. Yes, truly speaking, the more older people are prone to having bad cholesterol more. But today, we also have very young people, I tell you, very young people having the issue of bad cholesterol because of poor diet, because of the lifestyle they are living. Now, how do we remove bad cholesterol and what are the symptoms, if any? Now, the symptoms vary, but what happened to me a couple of days ago is exactly the symptom I want to share with us. Now, when you are consuming certain foods, because the cholesterol didn't just come from the air, the cholesterol actually usually will come from the foods you are eating. And if you are suspecting that you have some of the symptoms that I will be mentioning also, including this my experience, it means that you need also to look into your diet. And that's what exactly I do, and that was what exactly I did also in this case. So, what are the symptoms? Most people do not feel the symptoms. If you are not sensitive, you may not feel it. Sometimes presents no symptom, and that's why sometimes stroke just come with stroke. That's the complications. You just hear that somebody suffered a stroke. If the person had been very sensitive to his or her body signals, you may have noticed some small signs that tells you, or that may have been warning you that something like that was about to happen. And so, but because a lot of people are not, very sensitive to their body, to the symptom, to what the body is saying, so that is why. But in this case also, I'm a very sensitive person to what, in fact, even more sensitive than normal, because when something is happening most of the time inside of me, I normally tend to understand what's going on. Maybe because I already have a knowledge of how some of these things operate. So I do feel it, and I can say, even without doing any examination or test, I could guess right sometimes with my body when it's happening. And so most people who should be careful to avoid cholesterol are the seniors, because of the aging. Aging is a normal thing, but it also predisposes us to this high cholesterol. You are welcome, Jazz. Thank you. And so when the most dangerous aspect of it is the heart, the brain, the heart. These are the two places that we need to really guard against when it comes to cholesterol. And what happened recently to me, honestly, was very, very shocking. Now, what actually was it? There are some foods you may be engaging in not knowing that they come with cholesterol, but I want to tell you, all animal protein, especially the cow meat, the goat meat, whether it's chicken meat, a good number of them are the real sources of cholesterol, but not the main causes. But when you want to remove bad cholesterol, you need to first of all check your diet. Number one, you check whether you have trans fats in your diet. Trans fats, you can find them from breads, biscuits. They come from butters and margarines. Okay, that's very good. I wish you luck. Oh, I wish you good luck. Oh, I like it. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. That is $1.99. That's great. Thank you so much, Jazz. That's I wish you the best. But you can also drop your comment, Jazz, and let me know what aspect you want me to talk about your health, how you can get well quickly. So I want to say that and then let me know your age and also where you are commenting from. I've loved it. Yes. So I'm saying that. So I recently noticed it. What was it? If you are having poor blood circulation and it's recurrent, poor blood circulation, blood is not circulating to your legs. And what are the signs? Sometimes it manifests in you not sleeping well. Sometimes you slept, you didn't feel that refreshing that comes with a deep sleep. It may be that blood flow was not okay. These are some of the signs. Then sometimes you may be having pains, usually by the left. That's where the heart is. I'm young, I'm 19, and have mucus stuck in my nose and chest. Okay, let me talk about it a little bit. He said you have mucus and it's stuck in your nose. Now, let me tell you how you can stop the mucus naturally. If you have mucus, it may be that you are consuming food that are high in mucus. food that comes with milk, if you are consuming dairy products, you are opening door for mucus to come in. If you are consuming biscuits, bread, trans fat from all these things, if you are consuming biscuits, it doesn't matter whether it's cracker biscuits, whether it's rich tea, whether it's whatever, as long as it's one of these foods that are processed, it will create mucus for you. And the worst mucus causing food are the milk products, derivatives of milk. And derivatives, you can find them in some of the supermarket foods that we normally consume. And so if you are consuming them, you are opening door for mucus. But the way to deal with mucus, I will also guide you right now what to do. What to do, number one, and again, if you have too much acid forming foods, it's also giving room for mucus. Yes, but most importantly, the milk products and the milk derivatives. A look by you, Mrs. Comfort, you are welcome. So the milk products and the milk derivatives are the main causes. If you stop all the milk products or anything that comes with milk, read the labels very well. Because if you do not read the labels, it's going to block the nose, block your chest, block everywhere. Let me give you an instance of this mucus thing. I've had to face mucus when my son was very young. Maybe he was around a year old. He was having lots of mucus. Why? The complication got to the point that he was admitted and was treated and treated, but there was no response until the doctors decided not to give him any medication. But while they were treating him with the various medications and antibiotics, I was busy stocking him with milk. I thought it was okay to give him milk as a growing child, but not knowing that he has grown to the point that he should start eating things like peppers, cayenne pepper. I'm coming to let you know how the role that pepper played in this experience I will share later, if time permits. But yeah, if I have more questions, I may have to leave it for another day. But when it got a time when, thank you, that's great. Thank you for the advice. Thank you so much. That's $4. You are welcome. So I'm saying that when the boy, I hope you are still in the house, Jazz. Drop a comment. Okay, hi, I appreciate if you do teaching in us about our health. Yes, I appreciate all you do. Okay, yes. Now I'm talking about mucus because Jazz has already talked about mucus, that he's suffering from mucus. I've suffered it, but I no longer suffer it again. Now I'm trying to share ways you can stop the mucus immediately. Now, when the child was of age to start taking milk, yes, have you been drinking milk or taking milk product? Please drop that comment. I need to confirm it so that we can find out where this mucus is coming from. Because when my son was of age to start taking peppers is very important. Write this one down, please, Jazz. So when he was of age to start taking peppers, that was 1 year old, we were not giving him peppers. I was trying to be a good mom. So I was giving, okay, I drink a lot of hot milk tea every day. Okay, you can see. Oh my God. Thank God you are in this life. You are freed. From today, you will see, you will notice the difference. Once you stop feeding that disease, once you stop bringing in the cause of the problem, it's gone. So I will finish this story of mine because it's a story that related to this mucus thing. Because a lot of other young mothers will learn from it. So when this young boy, my son, right, to be precise, so when he was of age to start taking milk, I was not giving him milk. I was trying to be a very good mom. I want him to look healthy. They say we should feed babies with milk. So, you see, he said, I drink a lot of milk. Thank God you are freed. I'm telling you, you can say the response I'm giving you is in line with what you're doing, milk. So I was giving this boy milk. They treated him with all the antibiotics in the hospital. His nose was blocked, his throat everywhere, every time. I kept praying. And no manner of prayer I didn't pray until one doctor came in and said they should stop putting drugs on this boy, that this boy's body is no more taking the medicine, that they've tried all the antibiotics. But the ugly side was that while they were treating him with antibiotics, ignorance made me, the more they give him antibiotics, the more I pump milk into him, thinking that, so he won't be short of blood, antibiotic will not dry him up. So not knowing that it was actually those milk that was blocking the nose and everywhere, couldn't breathe. I used to pity for him then. But ignorance is bad. But immediately we stopped the milk and start introducing peppers into the diet. It was even an old woman who was older than myself. It's a young, I was quite young then, so I thought I was just being good to my child. But another older mother is not even as educated, but they have the experience of raising children. So she suggested that I should be adding peppers. I should stop all those milk. Honestly, that was the deliverance. We started adding peppers. Put pepper. Anything you want to give him, put pepper. Especially this cayenne. Start putting cayenne pepper. You see cayenne pepper? If you get home now, go get, whether it's dried one in the supermarket, you will see it labeled cayenne pepper. Put it in warm water as tea. Just, you are listening to me. Put cayenne pepper, they sell it in supermarkets over there. Put it in warm water and drink it. It's going to be start opening the arteries. You start seeing heat coming out. As you see heat coming out as a result of those peppers, it's clearing the arteries, the blockage, the nose. And then another thing you need to get mint tea. Mint. If you can't get the mint tea, it is easy to get the mint essential oil. You see the mint essential oil? Go to supermarket, my dear. Get the mint peppermint essential oil. Boil hot water. This is to give you immediate relief while you stop all milk and its derivatives. If you want to eat anything, read the label. If they say milk is added, don't eat it. Because after eating it, your nose blocked. Even the one that is clearing as a result of this effort you are going to be making is going to block again. So there is no end. There will be no end. So you get mint essential oil. Boil hot water when you get home. Now, you just a drop is all you need. You take something like a blanket or a towel and just do light steam inhalation. This is for quick relief of those blockages on your nose. It's going to destroy and kill some bacteria, remove mucus. It's among the top foods that removes mucus. Peppermint. You can even put it in your pocket if you are going out. That's what I do. I used to have it. Even before I came now, I held it. I put some in my palm because it rained today and everywhere looks like cold. So immediately I suspected that another thing that be causing it, cold also can cause it. Cold can cause it. Cold can cause the mucus. But the one that makes it worse and very troubling is the milk and all those stuff like trans fat. Thank you. Say I'm smart. Yes, it's experience. What I've been through. So cold can cause it. So when it's caused by cold or whichever, but we are not bothered about what's causing too much. We are bothered about the fact that it's giving you the same discomfort, the same way cold is, whether it's caused by cold or whether it is caused by the milk. But when you even bring two of them together, maybe where you are is cold and you now take milk, oh my God. Even if you say the milk is green tea you are taking or coffee tea, don't bother about. In fact, coffee will make it worse. Why? When you are taking it, the coffee will make you feel like everywhere is open. It's going to make you feel, oh, I'm free. Oh, this coffee has set me free. I'm breathing. But in a short while, like 2-3 hours, the coffee will dry out water from the cells, down deeper in the cells, and make you drier. And so it gets more blocked than before. So that seems temporary relief. You don't need it. What you need is to be freed from mucus. And that is what exactly I'm telling you. That the way to be free now, stop all those milk derivatives. If you want something to give you vitamins and minerals, you start taking seeds. You start taking things like some of the nuts, take more vegetables. But the one that you take closest to you are garlic. The top food that will remove the mucus, ginger, garlic, turmeric. But the one that you can easily move about, even if you are going out to somewhere, is the, what is your chart? I've not seen it. I didn't see your chart. Florence, Philip, Andrew. You say you okay, it's taking you got the same as, okay, sorry my dear, I've seen your this thing. Now I was responding. It's first come, serve. So I will respond to it, my dear. Just in a few minutes, I will do that. I'm trying to, this man was the first young boy, he was the first person in the house. He was the first person, and I like people, when people are on time, you give them that preference to be early, and he's a gifter. He has gifted. So besides that, so my dear, he's sick, self. So that is it. So I'm telling you what to do to give you relief. Protect yourself from cold. Always keep yourself warm. If you are in a cold environment or cold climate, you make sure you always cover your feet, especially your feet, so that the inside of your body will be hot, will be warm. So that warmth will be helping to melt the mucus. The mucus, it doesn't like hot, warm environment. So when your inside is warm, it's going to be melting and dissolving the mucus. That's it. So then another thing again is, apart from getting your mint tea, getting your cayenne pepper, and that cayenne pepper, we do have the fresh version, but you can get it from your supermarket. I can assure you that. It's now everywhere. The awareness is there. It's what actually helped me the other day when I was. So you get that cayenne pepper, take it as tea. Now that the mucus is really blocking everywhere, to give you immediate relief, put a little, like half teaspoon, or you can even start with a pinch, for you to have the feeling of what I'm telling you before you now increase it a little. And immediately you are okay. You can reduce the frequency of taking it. But this mucus thing is not going to take time, my dear. It's not going to take time. And stop the carbs. Stop the carbs. What should you be taking? Stop the carbs. Take healthy fats, like coconut. If you need fat, take olive oil, coconut oil fat. Take things like fiber-rich foods. Take raw foods. Take fruits. Take protein-rich foods. Protein will help you. I'm trying to guide you on what to eat to help you to remove the mucus. Because if you don't take protein-rich foods that are complete protein, the mucus will stay there. It is the good protein that will send the mucus away when heat comes. The mucus will be dissolving. So the protein will start helping your body to build new cells. So that's what you're going to do, my dear. Get your cayenne pepper, get your mint tea. Don't go close to all those your coffee, because they come with caffeine. And caffeine will relieve you now, and the later few hours is going to be killing you. Look like it's killing you. So that is it. So I want to respond to this woman. Let me know. I think you are a bit okay, Jazz. I'm moving to the next question, which is from it's asking me whether taking yogurt is the same as taking milk. Not at all. Now, when you are taking yogurt, it has some nutrient. Well, it's not exactly the same. Now, when you are taking yogurt, you are taking what is called a probiotic. Now, yogurt is easier to digest. Yogurt has those probiotics that help to strengthen your digestive health. It helps you even manage things like candida. It can help you with weight gain. I've told people, if you are losing weight too much and you are wondering what you should be eating, include yogurt. It's going to. But now yogurt are of different types. There are some flavored yogurt. The flavored yogurt won't help you much. You need to go with yogurt with live cultures, probiotics. So it's not the same as milk. Those who take yogurt are those who are trying to heal. Those who are having things like constipation. Those who are having gut-related problems. Yogurt is good. But if you are taking yogurt, it is not okay to be taking milk at the same time. And you must write yogurt. not just the sugary yogurt. They normally put lots of sugar into most of the yogurt, and they add a lot of flavor. Don't go for those ones. They are not the real yogurt. Yes, there are good yogurt out there that you can get if you are. And I wonder why you're asking that question. Can you also let me know what you want yogurt to do for you? And responding to Florence, Philip, Andrew. And let me know where you are chatting from. Jazz, can you just tell me where he's chatting from? Jazz and Philip. Drop your comment where you are chatting from. And remember to join my channel membership. Yes, my channel membership. Because after this live now, maybe I'll be with members only. Yes, members only. I will attend to members of my channel. They will get preference. So you need to join my channel membership and become a member of Healthy Food Place so that you can have your questions answered and attended to at time and other opportunities. It's very, very easy. Remember that your health comes first. Nothing is as important as your health. So that is why you must give it preference and then listen to people that have experienced some of these things. It's not just reading it on social media or from textbooks, but it is one thing to read it. It's another thing to experience it. So I need your response, Florence, Philip, and then Jazz. Let me know where you are chatting from, please. Let me know. And don't forget to join the membership of my channel, Healthy Food Place. Join the Healthy Food Place membership. It's available now. I'm responding to Philip. Andrew, you are not speaking. Please do. I'm waiting. Okay, Jia said I'm from UK. Okay, let me hear from Florence, Andrew. Let me know what she is also, where she's chatting from. Okay, you said I have to go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bye. Okay, see ya. See ya. Don't forget to join the membership. Okay, Andrew, you are chatting from Ikotu. Yes. I'm asking to know if yogurt causes mucus. Yes. Are you also experiencing mucus? It can cause it. I want you to drop your comment. Are you experiencing mucus? I'm waiting for the comments if you are experiencing mucus. I'm waiting, Florence from Ikotu, Lagos. Are you experiencing mucus? Because you are asking about yogurt, if it causes mucus. I'm waiting for your response. Okay. Okay, you say you are not experiencing mucus. Okay, if you are not experiencing mucus, the point is that most yogurts can also cause mucus because of the sugar in them. Yes, it's good that you want to know because most of them also can cause mucus because of the sugar in them. Yes. Now, let me also go to what I was talking about, the cholesterol. The cholesterol can also be very, very bad if not checked. And most of the common foods we take, animal protein. Okay, Philo Ogbene, I'm having numbness of my fingers. I'm 56. What can I do? Okay, there is another question here from Philo Ogbene. Let me know where you are also chatting from. Philo Ogbene. it's good that you mention your age. I love that. So let me know. Let me know where you are. Philo Ogbene, where you are. Where you are writing from, chatting from. Okay, from Edo State. Okay, good. So I want to talk about, respond to your question on numbness of fingers. That when you are having numbness at 56, it may be that blood is not flowing well. That is most time the cause. And this cholesterol we are talking about could be part of it. And if you are still consuming lots of bread, taking milk, maybe adding it to your tea and thinking that you are just drinking hot tea, whether it's black tea or green tea, whether you are still taking a coffee or whichever, or pap or whichever, as long as you add milk to it, it's going to make the numbness worse. Now, another thing, if you are consuming caffeinated teas like black tea, or you are consuming black tea, green tea, coffee, the numbness will be worse. And now, if you are also consuming too much carbohydrates, like yam, sweet potatoes at that age, yam, sweet potatoes, and all such foods, your numbness will be worse. Now, if you are consuming foods that are not rich in vitamin E as an antioxidant, is going to worse. So you need to also include vitamin E rich foods. If you are not including antioxidant rich foods, it's going to worse. If you are not increasing omega-3 fatty acids, it's a rare fatty acids which doesn't show. Normally, when you are lacking in it, it's very rare in most foods. The body doesn't really complain. But when you are getting to this age, you start experiencing it, and it's very common amongst women. Numbness, fingers. You will not be able to fold your hand. Even myself, when I use the phone too much, touch the phone, I'm trying to get something that I'll be using to scroll. It starts experiencing me too. I started experiencing it. Now, another thing that can cause numbness also is when you are using that particular. I'm having numbness of my. When you are using that particular. Good, Amako Keke, you're welcome. My member, this is a member in the house. So my member, whenever a member is in the house, I will welcome that person and want you to drop your question, because your question will come first. While I'm attending to somebody, I will quickly also attend to you. And right now, I'm attending to Philo Ogbene's question, that what are the things that are causing numbness in a 56-year-old? I've told you that if you are using that hand too much, even me, I use my hand a lot on phone. And recently now, I started noticing some kind of numbness. I'm doing different exercises. See, sometimes I do this flicking exercise. Look at it. To reduce it. Sometimes I do like this. To make it, to be able to move. Because it's becoming more stiff. Because I use it on phone a lot. So if you are using that hand frequently, it's going to also start showing some nerve-related issues, which may manifest in form of numbness. Then, if you are also if you have to do with water or something cold a lot, maybe something like cold water fish or washing of dishes. I do kitchen affairs a lot. Even though you see me talk, I do kitchen stuff a lot too. So if you are someone like me, that I have to cook, wash vegetable, do this, do that, I do all of this. By the time you finish with your hand in the water, most times numbness also will be result. I'm trying to go beyond food, because food is part of it. But beyond food also, if you are eating too much carbohydrates, I've already listed it out here. that if you are taking milk or coffee, you'll be experiencing it. Even though if you take the milk or tea, immediately you may feel like you are relieved, but it's getting worse. You are worsening it. If you are taking starch, it's going to be getting worse. If you are not including vitamin foods, it's getting worse. If you are eating trans fat, foods too much, all this bread and biscuit, whether you call it cracker biscuit or whichever biscuit, if you are getting worse, your numbness. Now, if you are including much of red palm, it's a source of palmitic acid. It's good, but when you are at 56 years, you are getting to 56, you need to reduce it and start switching small to taking more of olive oil, because it will help blood to flow. It's going to help you to have a good blood flow, especially along that side. But after telling you the most things that may be responsible, you can also drop a comment while I'm talking to tell me what you think may be responsible for your own. I need to read that comment before I move to the next question. So I need to read that comment on what you think caused your own numbness, but so that I can tell you what to do. You need to reverse those things that you are doing if you are guilty of any of those stuff, so that you can begin to move your hand. Numbness. I saw one woman too in my church some other days. It was about 54, 55. It's usually a common amongst menopausal women around that age. She was already very, feeling serious numbness. Now, if you are having it, there are foods that can help you. Now, foods like ginger and turmeric tea, they don't have caffeine. You can add dates. Don't add because if you are not sure of honey, if you have a good honey, fine. But if you are not sure of the honey, you can add dates and take it. You can also take we're also going there now. It's part of what I'm talking about. I couldn't go forward to talk about the cholesterol thing that I was to talk about, using myself as experience. But if we have more questions in the house, well, we suspend that. There will be another time for it. So, yes. So, if your cholesterol too is high, and what can make it high is, of course, when you are taking all these processed foods, eating a lot of meat. Okay, what do you think also may be responsible for your high cholesterol? I want you to respond. What are you eating? So, high cholesterol can cause it. High bad cholesterol can cause it. If you are eating too much of meat, too much of fried foods, if you are eating, tell me what you think may be responsible for the high cholesterol. If you are consuming too much of fried foods, if you are using vegetable oil, all those vegetable oil they call heart friendly and whatever. I'm waiting for your response, Florence from Ikotu. You say, what causes strains from the neck to the back of the left shoulder with pains? It is that same cholesterol. Now, that's what we are talking about. But I'm asking you, say, in your diet, what do you think may be causing them? What do you think may be responsible? What are you eating? I say meat could cause it, whether it's goat meat, whether it's cow meat, whether it's chicken meat. If you are consuming bread and biscuits, and if you are also consuming all the other processed foods and oils and fats with butters and margarines, whether it's wheat bread, even if you say, because lately also I had to eat all those wheat bread, sometimes long throat, you see it. But then you know that, so when the cholesterol is high, it will be causing this all kinds of strains from the neck to the back. What causes straining? No, you have not answered me. I'm asking, which food do you think may have contributed to your high cholesterol? As I'm talking, what are you eating that may be causing it? You think may be causing it? Okay. Okay, this is my member Amaka Okeke, roasted groundnut or cashew nut. Cause okay, you're asking can. Now let me tell you something that happened to me. Like it's going to take us to that cholesterol issue eventually, because that's exactly what I said I wanted to talk about. Now I was actually, I love taking peanuts. It's a sort of protein. I take cashew nuts sometimes, but I'm making an effort to bring the level down, but it's not helping in reducing the levels. No, it's going to help. It's going to help. It's going to work. Let's talk about it. So I'm saying that the cholesterol, the much carbs and meat. So, and then you're not eating nuts. Not too much of nuts. What I noticed with these nuts, if you are eating nuts, you need to be careful with meat. All this cow meat. Now recently also, I made a video or a live session some time ago to talk about the goat meat and the rest. Of course, I was really enjoying it, but lately I had an ugly experience. I was usually enjoying my cashew nut, enjoying my, not only cashew nut, I also eat say peanut is sweeter than most of them. So I will still eat peanuts. I live in Ghana. Okay, Akombi Waskola, you are welcome. Akombi from Ghana. God bless. So I take a lot of I took peanut. No, it's sweet. You all know that it's very delicious. Peanuts roasted. So I take it sometimes. I even take the peanut butter, cayenne pepper. Sometimes I take the cashew. Chioma, Eunice, you're welcome. So I take all of the. Then lately also we made some soup with goat meat. I ate it, and I ate egg the same day. I ate everything. That's despite that the body was already a bit stressed. Now I did a video about stress. I know why I did it. Like, be careful what you eat when stressed. So after I knew I was a bit under stress, physical, having to run around to do some shopping, come home, do this, do that. So I ate all of this, and so I started experiencing some feelings that looks like poor sleep. I started experiencing some things that I knew that was poor circulation, but I didn't link it immediately to cholesterol until the tightness in my chest one night. It was so serious, my dear. I thank God I survived it, honestly. It was very tight. If I want to, a whole night I didn't sleep. So that's just the truth. A whole night, it's never been so bad like that for me. Even if I didn't sleep, I will at least catch some hours. But this one was throughout, it locked my heart. That is how serious it was. I tried to, in time I want to sleep, it looks like the pin is pinching and it's not just going. It's not just allowing the sleep to peak. This is very interesting. It was then I knew it was cholesterol. When I started feeling pain by the left hand here, it was my first time more than 10 years I felt pain that side, because I knew that's where the heart is. And I'd already exhausted the whole night, not sleeping. The brain, the heart is already weak, because the whole night, no sleep, with all the stress running around, going there everywhere. So it was then I became more serious. I became more conscious. I began to pray to God in my heart, not physically running to pray, but pray to God to help me to come out of this, because I entered it myself. Eating all this goat meat. Sometimes when you are hale and hearty, you take a lot of things for granted. You don't be enjoying yourself until one thing don't hit you, bam, like a caution. So the thing was so bad, I didn't know what to do. I had to go on a fast. I told you people that it's one of the benefits of fasting. I had to go on a whole day. I didn't eat. I had to only take herbs to allow the cholesterol to move. Because this cholesterol is like sticky wax. I said I won't eat. When I now found out it was cholesterol, I said I won't eat. It's gone now. I mean, it was paining me by my, when your heart is paining, You know, it's a serious matter. You know the matter has gone, it's no longer a joke. So he said, I also feel like a movement around the neck to the left shoulder region. Is it too much? My dear, when the cholesterol is there, almost everything is wrong. It doesn't come with one symptom. Now, let me tell you something about blood. Sometimes, when I also feel like a movement around the neck to the left shoulder. Now, some of us, we don't know that blood, the movement of blood used to move. If you feel it, if blood goes to where it's supposed not to be, you'll be feeling it as if there's a living thing that is walking. I don't know how to express this one. If the place is clogged by cholesterol, for instance, and the blood is trying hard to find its way to go, if that blood manage and touch one small place that is not supposed to touch, if it interacts with that side, this is my own knowledge. Nobody say somebody told me. You feel that as if something is walking. You feel like as if something is walking there, as if there's bacteria. Of course, there are millions of it. So you will be feeling it there. Like, I'll give you an example of what I'm also talking, like this movement around the neck. So many years ago, I was feeling that movement in my brain, and I've had to help a lot of people from Dominican Republic. I've had to help a lot of people complain about something moving on their head. So many of them had given up. But I shared my experience that this thing is not in your head, it's right in your gut. That movement is not in your brain. Because when the thing starts moving, I've experienced it before, more than 15 years ago, when I was just starting this work. So you will be feeling that something is moving. It's very frightening, my dear. But it is the blood that's moving. So when the gut health is not good, it's not in the worst state, and you need to start taking cold pressed coconut oil, start taking fermented foods at that time, when you start experiencing that movement on your head. So when you start experiencing this one you are talking now, it may be that the good cholesterol is almost at 0 point. You need to go get fermented millet. Fermented millet will help you. Then you need to get oats. There are particular foods that but a lot of people, when they are dealing with cholesterol, they don't even touch those foods. Foods like flax seeds is very good. I took it this morning because after recovering from that experience, I'm still working on it to drop it. But working on it, I didn't have to give up eating egg. But I had to give up nuts. At least for now, cashew nuts. Like that my sister was saying, cashew nuts. I reduce it to maybe 1 or 2. That is just to do long truth. Peanut, the bottle is there. Don't go there. I'm no more going there. I take only fish oil. I want you to listen to this thing I'm sharing with you. Very important. That is why it is this reason that makes people say they are making effort. The effort is not yielding result. But in a couple of days, my own cholesterol went down. The pain on the chest is disappeared. And all those discomfort on the chest are gone. Why? I also used fermented millet. When I convinced myself it was cholesterol that was trying to give my enemy heart attack or heart whatever. I don't know any name they call it medically, but it has to do with a very catastrophic situation that will affect the heart. But cholesterol is always the worst, one of the worst enemy of your heart. It's not only your heart, it's the heart pumping blood. So you may be feeling some movement somewhere. It depends on where the arteries are clogged. It depends on where that is affected, because this cholesterol is something that affects all the arteries. So it depends if a particular blood, I'm being just telling you this thing from knowing, it's a non-scientific view that I'm giving you from my own experience. Now, if the area I'm high from Namibia, if the area that the cholesterol has covered in your body, And the blood, these things are looking for way. The blood is trying to find its way. As you see, the blood is trying to find its way to flow. Force it way, can spill a little out of it. So when it spills, you may start feeling it as if something is moving there. I'm not saying this, but based on that experience I used to have, something moving in my head, that was how it cured. So my dear, start including fermented millet in order to build your gut health. Because if your gut health is very sick, remains very sick and weak, it's difficult to drive cholesterol away. These cholesterol are very stubborn, sticky wax, which have accumulated from processed foods, from trans fat, from vegetable oils, from animal fat, from chicken, from fried foods, from all the places. That is where the cholesterol have clustered from, following you, and it's not something you just push out like that. There are certain foods, fatty fish oil is good in it. But if a food doesn't have omega-3, it may not be able to remove cholesterol. If the cholesterol is very serious, you have to slow down or not a little bit, and focus on only foods that can help start breaking it down. And the top on that list is foods like chia seeds, flax seeds, walnut. These foods are high in omega-3 fatty acids. And when I was trying to deal with this one, remember to include bitter foods, so because sometimes bacteria are also there. They're always there. It's their habitat. So when you are trying to deal with cholesterol, you have to be on two faced. Don't say if you've come out from both sides, you are going to defeat cholesterol. Why? You are going to target foods. Immediately you suspect bad cholesterol, you focus more on plant-based foods. And when you are focusing on plant-based foods, you can ferment it yourself, just like you do pap, or you give somebody money to do for you. If you are too busy, it has to stay for 2 to 3 days. The third day, you go and grind it, just like they do pap, and process it like pap, and stock it in your fridge. And then it has protein. That's why it works. So if you start taking it, that way you are feeling that something is moving, it's going to stop. I have used it to help not one person, not 2 persons, not 3 persons, apart from myself. People who are thinking that something strange is happening to them. Some people say that they are going for church for prayers because of that thing that is moving, that the enemy is responsible. I'm not saying that enemy doesn't exist, please. Enemy is there, but some of them, they are not actually the enemy we are calling them. They are just absence of knowledge of what is going on. So if you know what is going on, sometimes you can correct it nutritionally. So when this one started happening, I am not a lover of, but I already had some fermented millet in my freezer, even though it has stayed some. I started taking it, and I avoided gari. Gari doesn't have the nutrient that you need. But on a normal day, if your cholesterol is okay, you can take gari small. Fermented millet, what they call mewa, that when you go to where they are selling grains, you will see those tiny ones, very tiny. I have the chia seed here. You see those tiny grains, very tiny grains. It's the tiniest of the grains, but it's the highest in protein. They used to call it best food. Get millet. They have finger millet, all kinds of millet. Yes, you make it like pap. You will thank me. I'm telling you. A lot of people whom I have introduced the millet to, they have testified. The issue of stomach ulcer was gone. If you go around today, you see a lot of women who are in their 50s or maybe early 50s or late 50s. They say it's ulcer patient. That's what you hear. It's not, it will have been, it's just that the gut health has been destroyed because of our lifestyle, because of too much antibiotics. And because the gut health is destroyed, it looks like everybody is having stomach ulcer. And again, apart from destroying the gut health with too much antibiotics, The gut health is highly acidic. We are consuming too much acidic foods. Food with trans fat, frying foods. Because you see 50-year-old woman eating fried chicken, fried this. I stopped frying my foods many years ago. And I'm doing well, doing very well with it. Because when you fry the foods, they come, even the healthy foods become so unhealthy. Because of frying, because of the mode of preparation. When you fry it, it becomes too hard for your digestive tract to handle. So that is why you get this fermented millet. It was what helped me. Even though it's not sweet, you don't have to add honey, you don't have to add anything. Just take it. Don't have to take too much. If you take, it's going to start wounding your immune system. It doesn't have vitamin A, it doesn't have vitamin C. But they have all the B group of vitamins. In fact, add all of them apart from A and C. Hello, you are welcome to the house. So you don't have to, when you prepare it, just take a little. When that thing was pinching me in my chest, didn't allow me to sleep, my dear, you know what I did? Now, just that omega-3 rich foods, my tummy became very flat. If I could stand up now for you to see, my tummy became very flat. It became very, very flat. You know that if I stand up, I'll be above the camera because I'm sitting on the table. So when you now start facing the cholesterol squarely, you will now be careful with what you are eating. You will not eat starchy food, especially seniors. Once for a few days, cholesterol will be gone. That was what happened to me. And once it was gone, I started feeling circulation around my legs. Those numbness where you are talking about, you will not need medicine again for it. It will just gradually disappear. Because when the cholesterol, those bad cholesterol have covered the arteries and the flow of blood is restricted, you'll be having both pains where you shouldn't have. Any little thing, pain. It depends on where the place that is blocked. Pain here, even your hands, everywhere, pain. One place. My own was around the chest here, but it didn't last 2 days. I thank God. The mercy of God helped me. Because the battle is not to the swift. It's not because I'm too smart or I'm too knowledgeable. We need grace, we need mercy. It worked for me. So another thing that works for me was the cayenne pepper. I never tried it before. To chew raw cayenne pepper. It was actually what my first time to try it this way. And I thank God. Why? Because if the problem doesn't present itself, how would you even test the knowledge? No, how would you? Is it just about talking? No, that's why I say when you are talking, teaching, sometimes when the problem comes and I survive it, I say, God, I thank you, I survived this one. Experience, I've been elevated, so I can go and share with them. So they will not come and enter the problem. So what was it? At that point, on the second day, after a whole night of no sleep at all, not be say sleep 3 hours or the sleep no continue, there was nothing. The heart couldn't just speak. I knew it was the goat meat, the egg, the peanut, everything. Too much enjoyment. I made a video some time ago say, too much food will not kill seniors. It's not about hunger. No be hunger they kill seniors. Now, too much. By the time you are already mature and elderly, God has helped you. You have, if you want to drink 2 cups of milk every day, it's available. But incidentally, you can't have it. If you want to eat all the granite, 1 whole bottle in 2 days, it's there. But then, you can't have all those things. But sometimes, because of long throat, my dear, we go and eat cashew, eat nut, eat almond. It was even during this period, I noticed that when you are battling something like certain situations, stress, when it's combined with stress, combined with too much of nuts, with meat, like in that my case, don't go to walnut. Don't go to almond. Don't go to walnuts. Don't even go to peanuts. You see cashew nut, don't go there. The only oil you can go to is fish oil, fatty fish or fish oil, flax seed, chia seed, pumpkin seed for magnesium, papaya seed, do the tea and drink. I'm telling you things that will break that cholesterol. Yes, it's very delicate because some of the foods are not easily found. Someone that has ulcer, can he consume? That is exactly what I'm telling you. I said I chewed cayenne pepper. I picked from my, in fact, it was God that chose to save me that night. This is frank talk, I'm telling you. I would have been gone. I've been gone just like that. It was God. Let this be like a testimony. So it was a cayenne pepper I picked from my garden at the back, red, fresh, just in the kitchen. When the thing was, I tried to take what's it called, almond. Almond was like, it blocked everywhere. Don't go there. It's part of the experience. It blocked everywhere. So the pain was increased. I couldn't close my eyes until immediately I brought that cayenne pepper. Please take this. If you don't take anything from this life, take this one. I went and picked it. I'd never tried it all my life. I know it. I use it in cooking all my meals. I use it as dried cayenne pepper. I use it every day to cook. And it was what healed my ulcer, stomach ulcer, in 2009. It was cayenne pepper that started the healing of my stomach ulcer when I had it. So, but this time around, and I know that it's heart friendly. I know that it's your heart's best friend. When you talk of your, if you check my videos, you will see where I talk of your heart's best friend, the one of them. But how would you even know how friendly it is with your heart until you have tested a heart problem? So it is when you put it to test, you'll be able to say with boldness that yes, it works. Now I can testify that cayenne pepper is truly your heart's best friend. So that very night, when the thing, it was the second night, you might not sleep in a whole night because your heart refused to just switch off, just allow you to sleep. And then the second night is coming. If you don't sleep that night, you don't die with that. You don't die, don't go. So, but it was that second evening that I was still already feeling distressed, or feeling, I just went and picked it, washed it and chewed it, started eating it, fresh cayenne pepper. Before you know it, it went, I could feel it unlocking. That's why I said, I don't know how my own is like this. So is it because I know where the heart is? I could feel it unlocking the arteries. I could feel the cayenne pepper opening it. And before you know it, I sleep that I not slept since. I slept till midnight. And the thing that was already paining back to the back, that one is ulcer. It cleared everything. It's one of the best remedy for ulcer. This was tested again recently, just a couple of days. The whole thing disappeared. This one was instant. Just quote me, instant. That had something. I could feel it unlocking it. Some people may not know what's going on, but I felt it. Because it was completely blocked. That's why I couldn't. So it unlocked it. I took it. It was great. I slept like never before. No pill. No medicine to sleep. I'd taken some other things, but then I decided, something told me, go take that cayenne pepper. It may help. I just ate half of it. It was as long as this. Look at, like this, like from here to here. So before I could finish up to this point, I had already slept off. And I woke up and found the small pieces. That's somebody that was in the heart. Cholesterol is wicked. It locked everywhere because I was enjoying. So don't underrate cholesterol, my dear. Don't ever joke with it. Don't you? Yes, I'm telling you. I thought to share it. I said I will come live and share it. Because these followers will benefit. Those who attend this live, they will gain something from it. It's not about reading something on internet. It's not about selling something and telling people to come and buy pepper. I don't sell the pepper. Go to the market. But I tell you, always have it at home, oh, my dear. Even if it's dry one, if you don't have the fresh one, get it, my dear. It's not joke. It can save you. It did for me. So if you are experiencing bad cholesterol, cayenne pepper should be your friend. Garlic should be your friend. I was eating garlic regularly, but I never knew that garlic wasn't enough. I was taking ginger, I was trying turmeric, I was taking a lot of things, fish oil, but they weren't enough. Cayenne pepper did that miracle. Just lock on, just, I could feel it as they, I don't know, it just, they open the thing, they open it like speed. Like when you put something, it's trying to melt it, say clear off. Everything just cleared. And the heart started pumping. If you are traveling, go with it. Oh. Anywhere you are going, carry cayenne pepper, put inside your bag. Heart issue can come up anytime. I used to read it that it can help save your life if you are traveling, but I never knew it's as serious as this, because I never had pain in my chest all these years. I've been talking. I've been talking a lot. I've talked of stomach ulcer. Do you hear me talk of heart pain in my chest or pain in my heart? I've never had it until this one. It really worried me. I was worried. But thank you, my dear sister. So you can go home with this testimony. So right now, I'm going to end this live, and then I will switch on to members only. Only members will continue.